picture this, what if the key to unlocking endless wealth is hidden in plain sight? What if you could speak certain words, think specific thoughts, and open the doors to financial abundance, overnight? The good news is you can. But there's a catch. These are codes most people don't even know exist. Codes so powerful, they have the ability to turn your financial life around in an instant. Keep watching, because I'm about to reveal the 3 forbidden codes that will summon endless cash flow. Are you ready for the transformation? Let's begin. We all have a dream of financial freedom, of not being shackled by bills, debt, or a lack of opportunity. But too often, we feel like we're working harder and harder with little to show for it. Well, what if I told you that the real key to financial success isn't about working harder, but about working smarter? It's not about pushing yourself to exhaustion, but about unlocking the hidden power within your own thoughts. You see, wealth isn't something that's earned through labor alone. It's summoned through your thoughts, your words, and your belief. And today, I'm going to reveal to you 3 forbidden codes. Codes that the wealthy use to manifest abundance effortlessly. You've been searching for the key, and I'm here to give it to you. But the catch is, you must be willing to open your mind and heart to the unspoken truths of prosperity. Stick with me, because by the end of this speech, you'll be armed with the most potent, life-changing knowledge you've ever had access to. We all have a dream of financial freedom, of not being shackled by bills, debt, or a lack of opportunity. But too often, we feel like we're working harder and harder with little to show for it. Well, what if I told you that the real key to financial success isn't about working harder, but about working smarter? It's not about pushing yourself to exhaustion, but about unlocking the hidden power within your own thoughts. You see, wealth isn't something that's earned through labor alone. It's summoned through your thoughts, your words, and your belief. And today, I'm going to reveal to you 3 forbidden codes. Codes that the wealthy use to manifest abundance effortlessly. You've been searching for the key, and I'm here to give it to you. But the catch is, you must be willing to open your mind and heart to the unspoken truths of prosperity. Stick with me, because by the end of this speech, you'll be armed with the most potent, life-changing knowledge you've ever had access to. The first forbidden code, the power of your inner dialogue, is where your journey toward attracting endless cash flow truly begins. It may seem simple, but the truth is, it's one of the most overlooked and misunderstood keys to wealth. The way you speak to yourself, the words you repeat in your mind, and the affirmations you give to your spirit have a profound impact on your life, especially when it comes to money. Think about it for a moment. How often do you say things like, "I can't afford that," "money is tight," or "I'll never be rich"? These words are more than just casual statements. They are self-imposed limits that you've placed on yourself, whether consciously or unconsciously. Every time you speak those words, you are reinforcing a belief that money is scarce, that it's hard to come by, and that there's never enough to go around. The truth is, the universe responds to your thoughts and words. It's a law of attraction, like attracts like. When you speak in terms of scarcity and lack, that's exactly what you will continue to experience. But when you shift your internal dialogue and start speaking abundance, you begin to invite more of it into your life. The language of prosperity isn't just about what you say to others, it's about what you say to yourself. Many people fail to realize the power of their inner conversation. We're often taught to be cautious with our words, to think before we speak. But when it comes to money, most people don't recognize that the internal conversation they have about wealth, finances, and prosperity is just as important, if not more important, than what they say to others. Your words become your reality. Have you ever noticed how, when people are constantly focused on lack, they often find themselves in situations that reinforce that belief? When you say, "I'll never make enough money," you'll find yourself in situations that reinforce that belief. When you think, "Money doesn't grow on trees," you'll be blind to the many opportunities around you that could generate income. This doesn't happen by chance. It happens because your thoughts and words are like magnets attracting what you think about. To begin transforming your financial reality, you need to become aware of the words you are speaking to yourself. If you want wealth, you must stop speaking in terms of poverty. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," try saying, "I choose to focus on the opportunities that will bring me the wealth I desire." Shift your internal dialogue from a statement of impossibility to a statement of possibility. The moment you change the way you think about money, the way you speak about it, your life begins to change. Affirmations are one of the most powerful tools you can use to reshape your inner dialogue. These are not just feel-good statements. They are powerful declarations that have the ability to reprogram your subconscious mind. The more you say them, the more they become ingrained in your thoughts and beliefs. The more you say them, the more you begin to believe that you are worthy of wealth, and that money is something that flows to you easily and effortlessly. A simple affirmation like, "I am open to receiving limitless abundance," is enough to shift your mindset. The key is repetition. You don't have to say it once and expect a miracle to happen. Repetition builds belief. The more often you repeat positive statements about money, the more you begin to see your financial life shift in response. It's also important to remember that your inner dialogue isn't just about speaking abundance. It's also about eliminating negative beliefs that you've held about money. These negative beliefs often come from childhood or from society's general mindset about money. We are taught that money is hard to come by, that it takes years of hard work to achieve financial success, and that rich people are somehow bad or greedy. These beliefs are ingrained in many people's subconscious minds, but they are not true. They are just limiting beliefs that prevent you from seeing the abundance that's all around you. One of the most powerful things you can do is to challenge and remove these negative beliefs. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative about money, stop and replace it with a positive affirmation. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never get ahead financially," replace it with, "I am constantly attracting opportunities for wealth and success." The more you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, the more your reality will begin to reflect those new beliefs. This shift in your inner dialogue is incredibly powerful because it works on a subconscious level. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. It accepts whatever thoughts you feed it as true. So, when you repeatedly tell yourself that you are worthy of wealth, that you deserve financial success, and that money flows to you easily, your subconscious mind starts to believe it. It starts to act on it. And as a result, you begin to see the world differently. You'll notice new opportunities, new ways to generate income, and a sense of confidence that was previously lacking. In fact, the most successful people in the world understand this concept implicitly. They've mastered the art of speaking abundance into their lives. When they face a financial challenge, they don't say, "This is impossible," or "I'll never get through this." Instead, they say, "This is a temporary setback, and I will find a solution." They affirm their success every step of the way, and because of this, they attract more opportunities to succeed. When it comes to financial abundance, the power of your inner dialogue is more important than your external circumstances. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that your current financial situation defines your future. But the truth is, your financial reality is a reflection of your thoughts and beliefs. If you want to change your financial life, you must change the way you think about money. Start paying attention to the words you speak to yourself. Listen closely to the internal dialogue that runs in the background of your mind. Are you speaking abundance, or are you speaking lack? Are you affirming your worthiness of wealth, or are you affirming your limitations? Your words are powerful. They shape your reality. Once you begin speaking abundance, your external world will begin to mirror that. Opportunities will begin to appear where once there were none. You'll start to see new ways of earning, saving, and investing. And as your inner dialogue shifts, so too will your external circumstances. But remember, this process takes time. It's not about changing your words once and expecting instant results. It's about making a commitment to change your internal dialogue for good. It's about choosing to speak abundance every day, even when it feels hard, even when it seems like nothing is changing. Over time, those words will begin to manifest into tangible wealth and opportunities. So, as you move forward, take a moment each day to check in with your inner dialogue. What words are you speaking to yourself about money? What affirmations are you repeating? If you want to summon endless cash flow, start by speaking it into existence, because the first step to attracting wealth is to begin speaking the language of abundance. The second forbidden code, self-worth, is a powerful and transformative force that plays a crucial role in your ability to attract wealth. To many, the concept of self-worth might seem unrelated to financial abundance, but in truth, your perception of your own value directly influences your financial reality. When you value yourself deeply and unconditionally, you are sending a message to the universe that you are worthy of all the good things life has to offer, especially wealth. We live in a world where people are often taught to undervalue themselves. Society teaches us that we must work hard, sacrifice, and sometimes even struggle in order to achieve success or financial stability. Many are conditioned to believe that they must give away their time, energy, and happiness to earn money. This mindset breeds feelings of inadequacy and unworthiness. And unfortunately, those feelings of low self-worth can block the flow of abundance into your life. You see, the universe operates in alignment with the energy you put out. If you don't believe you're worthy of success, the universe will respond by keeping that success at a distance. You may find yourself working hard for money, but it always feels just out of reach. Opportunities may pass you by, or when you do have an opportunity to make more money, you may subconsciously sabotage it because you don't believe you deserve it. Your sense of self-worth is like a magnet. If you don't believe you deserve wealth, then wealth will have a difficult time finding you. But when you begin to truly value yourself and understand that you are deserving of all the abundance the world has to offer, you align yourself with the energy of wealth. You start to attract opportunities, resources, and people that can help you manifest the financial freedom you desire. But how does one cultivate this deep sense of self-worth? It begins with recognizing your inherent value as a human being. Your worth is not defined by the amount of money you have in your bank account, your job title, or the things you own. It's not about your past mistakes or the challenges you've faced. Your worth is innate. It is a reflection of the unique and irreplaceable person that you are. To understand this, think about a diamond. A diamond is valuable not because of how much money someone has to pay for it, but because of its inherent properties. Its beauty, rarity, and unique formation. No matter where a diamond is found or who owns it, its value doesn't change. The same is true for you. Your value doesn't fluctuate based on external circumstances. You are inherently worthy of abundance simply because you exist. The challenge for many people is that they don't feel worthy of the abundance they desire. They may have been told growing up that money is hard to come by, or that they must earn their place in life. They may have internalized beliefs about money being a source of greed or guilt. These limiting beliefs keep them trapped in a cycle of scarcity and self-doubt. In order to break free from this cycle, you must start by rewiring your beliefs about yourself and your worth. One powerful way to shift your self-worth is through positive affirmations. Affirmations are powerful statements that help reprogram your subconscious mind and replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. By repeating affirmations such as, "I am deserving of wealth," "I am worthy of success," and "I attract abundance effortlessly," you begin to align your thoughts with the reality you want to create. It's essential that these affirmations are said with conviction, believing in the words as you speak them. Over time, these affirmations will penetrate the deepest parts of your subconscious, and you will begin to feel a shift in your self-perception. Another key to raising your self-worth is self-care. When you invest in your well-being, whether it's through nurturing your body, mind, or soul, You send a message to the universe that you value yourself. Taking care of your health, both physically and mentally, is a reflection of your belief in your own worth. People who have a strong sense of self-worth tend to prioritize their health, their happiness, and their emotional well-being. They understand that by taking care of themselves, they are able to show up as the best version of themselves in all areas of life, including their finances. Additionally, to truly raise your self-worth, you must learn to say no to things and people that drain your energy. This could mean letting go of toxic relationships, setting clear boundaries at work, or even saying no to situations that don't align with your highest good. Saying no is an act of self-respect, and it signals to the universe that you are no longer available for anything less than what you deserve. When you start saying no to the things that diminish your energy and self-worth, you begin saying yes to opportunities that align with your true value. Self-worth is also about believing in your own abilities. Many people hold themselves back from pursuing their dreams or going after what they truly desire because they don't think they are capable. This belief is often deeply rooted in fear, past failures, or a lack of confidence. But self-worth is not about being perfect or always succeeding. It's about recognizing your potential, even when you don't have all the answers. Every person has a unique set of talents and skills that can be used to create wealth. The key is to trust in your own abilities and take inspired action toward your financial goals. This doesn't mean jumping into every opportunity without thought or planning, but rather believing that you have the power within you to navigate whatever challenges come your way. Trusting in your own abilities is essential for creating wealth because it opens the door to possibilities that you would otherwise miss if you were constantly doubting yourself. Another powerful tool for increasing your self-worth is to practice gratitude. When you express gratitude for what you already have, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more. Gratitude shifts your energy from lack to abundance, from focusing on what you don't have to appreciating the abundance already present in your life. Gratitude opens the flow of prosperity by acknowledging the good that is already in your life, no matter how small it may seem. Remember, the more you appreciate yourself and what you have, the more you will attract. As you begin to see yourself as worthy of wealth, the world will begin to mirror that back to you. Opportunities will come your way, new ventures will open up, and, most importantly, you'll feel more confident and empowered in your ability to create and attract wealth. Finally, it's essential to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. If you constantly spend time with people who don't believe in your potential or who reinforce negative beliefs about money, your self-worth will suffer. Surrounding yourself with positive, like-minded individuals who support your goals and dreams will help raise your vibration and reinforce the belief that you are deserving of success and abundance. Your environment plays a huge role in how you perceive yourself, so make sure it's one that fosters positivity and growth. The more you embrace and nurture your sense of self-worth, the more you will begin to see the results in your financial life. When you feel worthy of wealth, you will naturally attract it. When you value yourself, the universe will reflect that value back to you through opportunities, people, and circumstances. You will no longer have to chase after money. It will come to you effortlessly, drawn by the powerful energy of your own worth. The third forbidden code, gratitude and trust, holds a transformative power when it comes to manifesting wealth. Many people underestimate the importance of these two elements, thinking that financial success comes solely from hard work, strategy, or even luck. While those factors can play a role, gratitude and trust are the true forces that can unlock a constant flow of abundance into your life. The law of attraction, which governs the flow of prosperity, responds directly to the energy you emit, and one of the most powerful ways to raise your vibrational frequency is through gratitude and trust. At its core, gratitude is an act of acknowledging what you already have in your life and appreciating it. It shifts your mindset from a state of lack to one of abundance. Most people focus on what they don't have. I don't have enough money. I can't afford this. I still haven't reached my financial goals. These thoughts create a cycle of scarcity. The more you focus on what's missing, the more of it you attract into your life. Gratitude, however, turns this pattern on its head. When you practice gratitude, you begin to acknowledge the wealth that already exists in your life. It might not be millions of dollars in your bank account, but it could be the roof over your head, the relationships that support you, the opportunities you've been given, or even the small wins you've experienced. Gratitude helps you recognize that abundance is already present, even if it's not in the exact form you expect. This shift in perception is critical. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you begin to focus on what's already here. This simple change in focus can dramatically alter your financial situation. When you practice gratitude regularly, you start to shift your energy into a positive flow. The universe responds by sending more of what you are grateful for. If you're grateful for the money you have, no matter how small the amount, you start to attract more opportunities to earn. If you're grateful for the resources and skills you already possess, you become more open to using them to create additional streams of income. Gratitude opens up the space for more wealth to enter your life. It aligns you with the abundance of the universe, signaling that you are ready and willing to receive. This can be a game changer for your financial situation. When you start recognizing the value in what you already have, you'll begin to see the opportunities that were always around you. You'll begin to notice ideas, people, and events that are aligned with your goals. Trust, on the other hand, is just as important. Trust is about knowing that the universe has your back, that the opportunities you need are already on their way to you, even when they haven't yet materialized. Trust is the belief that the universe operates in a way that's for your highest good, and that all your efforts are leading you toward the success and wealth you desire. It's the unwavering faith that the right opportunities will come at the right time, and that even when things don't seem to be going your way, there's a greater plan at work. Most people struggle with trust because they want immediate results. They want to see the evidence before they believe. But true trust is about believing in the process, even when you can't see the outcome right away. It's about surrendering the need to control every step and allowing things to unfold naturally. This doesn't mean you don't take action or that you sit back passively. Trust is about taking inspired action while having full faith that everything is falling into place, even if it's not clear in the moment. When it comes to wealth creation, trust means believing that money is already on its way to you, even if you don't have it in your hands yet. It means trusting that the right people, resources, and opportunities will show up when you need them, and that even setbacks or challenges are part of the journey toward your financial success. Trust allows you to let go of fear and doubt, which are the two biggest barriers to wealth. When you trust that abundance is coming, you stop worrying about how or when it will arrive, and this shift in energy makes space for wealth to flow into your life. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate trust is to practice patience. Wealth doesn't always arrive overnight, and the path to financial freedom is not always linear. Trusting the process means that you don't get discouraged when things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like. It's about having the faith that every step you take is moving you closer to your goal, even if it doesn't seem like it at the time. Every lesson, every challenge, and every success is part of the bigger picture. Trust in that process, and it will unfold in ways that you can't predict. Another key component of trust is letting go of resistance. Often, we resist what's happening in our lives, especially when it comes to finances. Maybe you're facing a financial setback, or perhaps you feel like you're stuck in a situation with no way out. In these moments, trust is about releasing the need to control the outcome and accepting that things are unfolding as they should. This doesn't mean you give up on your goals, but rather that you accept that the path to wealth may not always look the way you expect. The more you let go of resistance and trust in the process, the more easily opportunities will flow to you. Gratitude and trust are not just abstract concepts, They are practical tools that you can use every day to align yourself with wealth. They are the inner foundations of abundance, the energetic frequencies that draw money and opportunity to you. Without gratitude, you risk focusing on the lack in your life, which perpetuates scarcity. Without trust, you hold on to fear and doubt, which blocks the flow of abundance. But when you combine both, you create an unstoppable force that draws wealth to you effortlessly. One of the most effective practices for cultivating gratitude and trust is through daily rituals. Take time each day to express gratitude for the things you have in your life, whether it's your health, your family, your skills, or even the small wins you experience throughout the day. Make it a habit to focus on the good, and the universe will respond by bringing more good into your life. Trust that as you express gratitude, the universe is working behind the scenes to bring you even more to be thankful for. Trust can also be reinforced through action. It's easy to say you trust the process, but true trust is demonstrated through your willingness to take steps forward, even when you can't see the full path ahead. Trusting that the universe will support you doesn't mean waiting for things to happen. It means taking bold actions and knowing that everything will fall into place. When you act with trust, you show the universe that you're ready for the abundance that's already on its way. Gratitude and trust are the foundational elements of manifesting wealth. Together they shift your energy, elevate your vibration, and align you with the flow of abundance. When you practice gratitude, you acknowledge the abundance already in your life, and when you trust, you surrender to the process of wealth creation, knowing that it's already unfolding for you. These two forces, when harnessed together, create a magnetic attraction for financial success and opportunities. The more you cultivate them in your life, the more wealth will begin to flow effortlessly to you. So, now you know the 3 forbidden codes: change your inner dialogue, raise your self-worth, and embrace gratitude and trust. These codes are not just words, but powerful keys that, when whispered with intent, will open doors to a life of financial freedom. It's time to stop chasing money and start drawing it to you. Your new life of wealth and abundance begins with a thought. Will you choose to believe in it? Will you choose to speak it into existence? The power is yours. Go ahead, whisper the codes, and watch as your world transforms.